All right, good morning, everyone. So this is take 2 of this morning's live. So this morning's live, oh, hang on. I don't know what happened. Okay. All right, I don't know what that was all about. All right, guys, so this morning's live did not get uploaded, and I've been having people message me like that they want to see it, so here it is, okay? Of course, it's not going to come out as raw. I was sweaty, no makeup, but I just felt like I really wanted to share. So I'm going to share what I shared this morning, okay? So I just want to don't worry, I'm going to keep it PG-13, actually PG. This morning was a little bit raw, but here we go. So you guys, so let me give you a little backstory about why I'm sharing this with you. What happened yesterday that led me to a big two big aha moments today. That I know that if you are, I'm excited to see you guys as well for extravaganza. So if you guys are leaders, this will definitely serve you, okay? So here we go. So let me first give you a little bit of back feelings, okay? Backtrack, whatever. Yesterday, okay, I woke up upset, moody, angry, discouraged, tired. Hi, Mimi. I woke up Sergio's, I was like, Sergio's like, it is really early. I'm like, I just want to tell you how I'm feeling, right? Anyway, so I got, and normally I can take CR7 and lift off and it will like wake me up, put me in a good mood. I'll get on the treadmill, I'll sweat a little bit, and then I'm good to go. Well, yesterday, no matter what, hola, Alma. Yesterday, no matter what I did, I couldn't snap out of it. I was super emotional. I didn't put any makeup on because I kept crying and I was like, oh no, what's wrong with me? And then I told Sergio, I'm like, I don't know if I'm so emotional because we're moving and like all this stuff, right? And I'm telling you this because number one, okay, here's especially for those of you guys who are leaders. Number one, you must surround yourself with people that are going to elevate, challenge, and support you. Okay? You need to surround yourself with people that are really gonna not fit into your pity party. Okay? I had a pity party yesterday, all right? And so you don't want people to also beat you down when you're down, but you don't want people to be like, oh, at least me, okay, me. I don't want people to be like, pobrecita, pobrecita. I want people to be like, what's going on? And with love, okay? And that's what happened, okay? So I'm going to share with you what happened and why today I had a big aha moment, okay? So here we go. So yesterday, like I said, I was crying all day. I'm doing that all day, but here and there, I couldn't snap myself out of it. I don't know how much CR7 I drank, and I could not get myself to feel good. Then we had a leadership call, okay? And here's the thing I'm going to say. For those of you guys who are leaders on the call, how many times do we give things to the team? Like we give them calls, we give them trainings, we provide all these things, we pour into them. But let me ask you something. Are you doing things or are you taking care of things just for them? Or do you also take it on for yourself? I will confess, we put on weight loss challenges, we put on all these things, but I never take it on for myself. Okay? I never think like, oh, this is for me. Like, I'm always thinking like, I'm going to do this for the team. I'm going to do this for the team. Do I benefit? Absolutely. It's part of my business. But I never think like, I'm going to take this on. Okay? And if I ever did, I didn't take it on. Okay? Yesterday's call though, we had an amazing call. Thank you so much, Angelica. Okay? And I knew this lady was going to bring it on. I knew that her call was going to be impactful. I already knew that. The difference is I listened to the call. I went into the training knowing that training was going to be for me. Yes, I made sure my team got on. Yes, I sent the messages. Yes, all of that. But once the call started, okay, by the way, I don't do this anymore. I kind of do see who's on the call, okay? But after 5 minutes, I'm over it. I'm like, okay, if they're going to be on, they're going to be on. I send them the messages. I send them the reminders. I'm going to let it go and I'm going to be present because then I get all upset and I'm going to tell you what I realized about why I get so upset about the team not showing up. That was the big aha moment. I'm going to leave that one for last, okay? I only have 10 minutes because I'm on my USC thing, but we are on a little break. So I'm speaking really fast, so catch up, okay? So what happened was I got on the call really like this call's for me. Like I literally said that. I'm like, okay, I took a deep breath and I was like, esta llamada I'm going to get something. I need this call. So if you're a leader on the call here, number one, yes, you want to pour into your team. Yes, all of that. But I'm going to encourage you to not leave yourself out. Okay? Extravaganza's around the corner. When you go to extravaganza, yes, do all the work to get as many people there. But when you're there, be there. I've made the mistake where I'm texting, where are you? Where are you? You know what? F that. Be present. You need to do it because that's like, I need this for me too. Okay? So, so yesterday's call, that's what I did. I was like, this call's for me. And man, that girl, she just like poured it on. Okay? If you think I have energy, she like, and here's the thing. Okay? So number one, that was the first thing I changed. Okay? Number two. The other thing that I got from her call yesterday, because I've seen her grow in her business. I've seen how she's changed, how she's evolved. Okay? I mean, the first time I saw her on stage, I don't know if you know this, I'm working on this. Okay, I'm getting some therapy around it. Like, it is really hard to impress me. Okay, okay? I had a whole conversation with Olga about that, okay? And why I'm like that and all this other stuff, okay? It is pretty challenging to impress me. This girl got on stage and I literally was like, who is that? Who is that? Maybe because she has a lot of energy like me that I loved her. But the point was when she spoke, the entire auditorium listened. Everybody went crazy, not because of her, only because of her energy, but because of her passion, her message, her purpose, just her clarity. I mean, she just rocked it on stage, okay? This was several years ago. The woman that spoke yesterday, hi Sophia, I was like in awe. She got to president's team this year, okay? Double cut pins. If those of you guys in the business, you know what that means. She double cut pins this year, okay? Last year, she went from get team to millionaire. This year, she went from mil to press team. Double cut last year, double cut this year, okay? You cannot do that without personal growth. You just can't. I don't care how hard you work. I don't care what you do. If you don't personally grow, like personally evolve, your business will not grow. Your business will not evolve. Okay? You are, listen to me. Please listen to this, okay? You are your greatest asset and you are your greatest liability. I am going to tell you what I discovered about myself about these two things in a minute, okay? Over a Rocky song. It's always on Rocky, okay? So that's what happened. So yesterday I'm all emotional. I'm crying. I get on this call. I'm like, this call's for me, okay? And then I hear her. I see her and I'm like, and then she said some things and I was like, I took it personal, like, right? Why? Because the number 3, you have to be willing, listen, to hold yourself to account. That's not easy, and very few people will do it. You have to be willing, if you want to grow, if you want to expand, you have to be willing to hold yourself to account. What the hell does that mean, Karla? Okay, that means that you hold yourself accountable. That yes, you might have some people around you that are gonna check up on you. But what if nobody checks up on you? Let me tell you something. Nobody checks up on me. I don't know if I shouldn't say that, okay? Very rarely do I get messages that say, how are you? Very rarely does anybody take the time to say, how is everything going? Because a lot of the times people think that leaders or people are like, got it all together. Let me tell you something. I don't have it all together. I was a hot mess yesterday. I think people on the call were like, whoa, Karla, not only did I look like yucky, okay, but because I was crying all day, I'm like, I'm not even going to put any makeup on because it's going to come right off right now. But, they were probably like, and I was really real and raw. And one of the things that I share with them, I'm going to tell you what I realized, okay, why I said what I said and what it really meant. So number 3 is you have to hold yourself to account. Okay, do you hold yourself accountable for the things that you're going to say? Now, will you default? Will you yes, absolutely. I was telling him this morning on the live that couldn't load up. Okay, maybe it's a blessing in disguise, but don't worry. I put it on YouTube. If you want it, it's really raw. Okay, if you want it, message me. I will send you the link. Okay, because I put it unlisted because it's a little bit bad language here and there. Okay, maybe God doesn't want me to put it on here because, it is a public platform. But if you want it, I have it on YouTube and I can send you the link, okay? But don't get offended because it's a little bit of raw language. But anyway, So why was I telling you that? I completely lost my train of thought. Somebody tell me what the heck I was talking about. See, mommy brain. Anyway, what the heck was I talking about? Anyway, the point is, okay, so hold yourself to account, okay? Oh, that nobody ever calls me to see how I'm doing, right? Nobody ever, I don't take it personal, like it's fine, you know? But whenever somebody does, if you ever message me and say how you're doing, I appreciate that, okay? Because I'm like, wow, shit, people do care, right? But sometimes, like, people think like you got it all together and they're in concern their own life, so I don't take it personal. But the point is, you know, you do need people around you to hold you to account. Okay, you do need people around you to like say, hey, how are you doing with your goals? How are you doing? You said you were going to do this, right? And here's the thing, and here's something she said. So number 3, hold yourself to account. But number 4, you got to take in the coaching. You got to be able to take the coaching. Okay, here's the deal, right? You cannot ask a coach to coach you and then have them coach you and then you fight them on it. Let me tell you, I mean, you could if you want to, but let me tell you what happens. I'll tell you from personal experience, okay? I have had people tell me, please tell me what, you know, and then I tell them and then they get all defensive and then they get mad. Not only, I mean, you can get defensive, okay? You can defend yourself, but then they get mad and then I'm the bad one. Then they go bad mouth me. I'm like, okay, well, shoot, I'm never doing that again, okay? And then I've got people, like, for example, I'll put her on blast right here, Naida Negrete, okay? Millionaire team member frontline to me. And I will tell you, like, she, you know, doesn't always like what I have to say, but I will say something great about her. She takes the coaching. Even if she doesn't like it, she takes the coaching. Okay? Well, I don't think she ever has. Maybe, I don't know. I've never heard of. Doesn't bad mouth me. Right? And so I know, and then eventually, like, she gets a little upset. I can see it in her face. She doesn't get really, and it's, you know, I got to work on how I say things too, okay? Because sometimes I'm just a straight shooter. I'm like, oh, why do I got to be like, well, like, I'm just going to be like, look, this is what it is. Right? And she knows that about me by this point, okay? But at the end of the day, she knows that I care, okay? And I give her the coaching because she's never fought me on it, at least not like directly, okay? And then there's people that fight me and I'm like, I'm never doing that again, okay? So yes, hold yourself to account, get the coaching, but you gotta take it in. You gotta be able to take it in. All right, so I got 2 minutes and I'm gonna tell you what happened. So on the call, right? All this started happening and whatever, we closed the call. I went to sleep and I made the decision. I'm like, you know what? Something's got to change and I don't know why I'm so emotional. So then I messaged a friend. So here's the thing. I started this live saying this. As a leader, you got to surround yourself with people that are going to elevate you, challenge you, and support you. Okay? So there's a person named Sandra Williams. I will drop all these people's IGs on the comments so you can follow them, okay? I'm going to post this one right afterwards, okay? So I don't lose it like the other one. But her name is Sandra Williams. She is seriously one of my most favorite people in the world, okay? I got a handful of ladies that I just love being around them. I love it. I love having conversations with them. She's one of them, okay? So I messaged her yesterday because she put a post that said that last night or yesterday, we're in the Capricorn moon. And I'm a Capricorn, okay? And I was like, oh, maybe that's why I'm so emotional. And then she said this. I don't know how she said it, but this is what she said, okay? She speaks really pretty, okay? She said, basically, to listen to what my emotions are trying to tell me. And she said, she didn't say finally, she's like, I realized that my emotions are always telling me something. Have you been listening to what the emotions are trying to tell you? And I was like, no. You know, and I told her, I said, I meditated this morning, but I was so pissed. Like, I can't snap out of it, you know? And it's not like me to feel that way for that long period of time. So she told me, you know, listen to what the emotions are trying to tell you. So I told you, okay, I'm gonna meditate on that. I went to sleep. This morning I woke up, okay, I'm not gonna cuss, okay? So don't worry about it. But like, I'm gonna tell you what my message was in my head, but I'm not gonna do it here. So you guys use your imagination, okay? So I woke up at 4:44. Okay, I woke up, I looked at the clock, it was 4:44. I'm like, okay. So I went to the restroom and I was gonna go back to bed. And this little voice in my head said, get thee up. Get thee up. Okay, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get up. So I went to the kitchen, okay, it's at 4:44 this morning. And I was like, something told me to have a glass of lemon juice. Okay, I do sometimes drink lemon juice in the morning, but you know, because it's healthy for you and alkaline, all this other stuff. I don't even know what it does, but I heard it's good for you. And so sometimes I do it. And I was like, lemon juice, okay. I walked to the kitchen and guess what there was on the counter? A half of a lemon by the sink. And I was like, and it was like complete. I was like, huh, okay, I guess I'm gonna do some lemon juice. So I had some lemon juice, okay? And then I did my celery juice, okay? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do some celery juice. And then I kept hearing these voices. You guys can go to my stories and see what my voices were saying, but it was like, you know, F this. Like, I just kept hearing all these cuss words in my head. And I'm like, what is going on? And all of a sudden, oh, and by the way, okay, I was drinking my juice and I turned on my YouTube. Okay, I normally meditate in the morning, but this time something told me, listen to some personal development, okay? Something told me, normally I meditate and then I listen to personal development, okay? And this time I was like, hey, I'm gonna listen to personal development. And when I opened my phone, what was on my phone was Eric Thomas. I'll put the link on my story so you guys can swipe up and listen to it. It was so good, okay? And there were a couple of things in that audio that I kept hearing. One of them was like, have a competitive edge, and I don't know what he was talking about competition, to be honest with you, because, and then I started thinking, a voice said to me, you've lost your competitive edge. Like this voice started, all these voices started talking to me, okay? I hope you don't, well, I don't care if you think I'm crazy, but you know, I really do believe it was God, okay? And it started to say like, you've lost your competitive edge. And I was like, okay, I've lost my competitive edge. And so like, and then he started talking about the fact that you have to, you know, have people hold you accountable. And I started thinking like, I never have anyone hold me accountable. Why? Because I don't like it. I don't like people telling me what to do. Ask my husband. Okay. I don't take orders very well, which is why I'm an entrepreneur, which is why I have my own business. Okay. And then I kept hearing that. I'm like, and then something said, you need to have someone hold you accountable. So like I said in the beginning of this live, you got to surround yourself with women that are going to help you. Okay, so I messaged my friend Sylvia and I told her I was really honest, you know, and I messaged her and I said, hey, you know, this is really, I was honest with her. I'm like, this is really a hard message for me, hard for me to send you this, but I need my friend. I literally wrote that. I'm like, I need my friend. And I told her, I said, I am effing tired of this. And I told her, I said, I need you to hold me accountable. This is what I'm tired of. I need you to hold me accountable to this, you know? And then she like wrote back, I love it. Let's do it, blah, 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 right? And she wasn't like, oh no, you're doing great. No. She wasn't like, no pity party here. She was like, all right, let's do it. Okay. And then I got on the treadmill and I started working out. And as I was working out, here was the big aha moment that I got. Okay. For those of you guys who are leaders, I hope this serves you. And maybe I'm the only one that feels this way. I don't know. Okay. But I have been dealing with this thought in my head that I get very, what do you call it? I get very triggered, okay? I get triggered with I'm just going to say my team because those are the guys that I'm around a lot. I get triggered with my team. And what I get triggered about is like, I see so much potential in them, okay? Watch, listen to what I'm going to say, okay? I see so much potential in them. And then they say they want all these things. They say that they want to get to president's team, that they wanted this and that they wanted that, and that they want to buy a home and all these things, right? And then I tell them we have a training and they don't get on. We have an STS and they don't go, right? We have extravaganza and they have other plans. And so I have been getting for the last few months triggered like you don't even know. Just so triggered, like, are you effing kidding me? Right? Especially with my leaders that don't get on the calls, that don't, like, I'm like, are you serious? This is your business. How are you not doing? And so I get all upset and I'm like, they have so much potential. And I told my friend Carmen, you know, and I was like, how do you do it? And I was like, ah. She's like, Karla, it's their process. I'm like, I know, but why am I getting so bothered? And this has been in my heart and in my head for about 2 to 3 months. Okay. Somebody tell me if you feel me. Okay. I'm the only one. Okay. And so this morning as I was running, because I shared this with Angelica last night, and she told me, you know, she gave me some great insight on it, right? And after the call, I'm like, you know, maybe I shouldn't have said that because my team was on there. And then I was having a conversation with her and like everybody else was just listening, okay? And I thought, you know, maybe I shouldn't have done that, you know? And if you know me, sometimes I don't think, I just speak, right? And this morning, right at the end of my workout, I had this feeling. Something said the workout was done. Something said get back on the treadmill. And I started listening to Rocky. And as I was listening to Rocky, running to No Easy Way Out, whatever the song is called, I all of a sudden got this huge aha moment. And this is what I got. Okay? I have been upset, disappointed, bothered with my team about them not putting out their best effort, not all those things that I had just mentioned. But really, who I've been bothered by, hi Carmen, has been myself. So like the way that I was feeling about them had nothing. And I know this. I know that when you get mad at somebody, it has nothing to do with them. They're just triggering something inside of you. And intellectually, I know this. But it's one thing to know it, and it's one other thing for you to like realize it. Like, oh my God. Like this whole time, I have been bothered with them. Who I have been really bothered with is myself. And this morning on the live that got erased, somebody asked me on the live, well, what were you bothered with yourself about? And I said, look, I've been bothered that I haven't been giving myself, I haven't been showing up my best self. I haven't been personally, this is my personal philosophy, that your body has a reflection of your life. I have not had physical mastery. I am not in the best shape of my life. I am not where I know I could, should, and I want to be, okay? And this body is a reflection of what's going on in your life, okay? That's just my personal philosophy. You know, I respect everybody else's, okay? But my personal philosophy is that my body is a reflection, my environment is a reflection of me, of my outside is a reflection of what's going on inside. And so I've been upset about them not showing up, because I've been showing up, but I hope you get me, right? I haven't been showing up as my best self. I've been bothered with them, but it has nothing to do with them. What it has everything to do with is that I have been bothered with me. I've been disappointed in myself, bothered and annoyed with how I've been showing up in my life, in my business, with my body, with my just in everything, because everything is interrelated. It's not like this and that. No. It's all one, right? And so, you know, that's what I was talking about this morning, and I couldn't upload the video, but I put it on YouTube. If you guys want it, DM me. I'll send it to you because it has a little bit of raw language. And, but you know, I'm like all sweaty, and I was like, I just need to speak this out. But you know, that's what I was talking about this morning. Okay. So I know it didn't come out the same, but the thought was this, right? Like, you need to make sure you surround yourself with people that are going to elevate you, okay? You need to make sure that you reach out to them, okay? And take things, hold yourselves to account, take the coaching. All right. And understand that at the end of the day, whatever you're putting out like that, it's really a reflection of you. Somebody bothers you and you get triggered. Ask yourself, why am I so bothered? And you might not get the answer right away, but you will get it eventually. Okay. All right, guys, I got to go back to my USC class. We're going to get back in. It's our last session, but I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, go ahead and share, make a comment below, share it with somebody. Okay. And just remember, you guys, anytime you're like bothered out there, take a look in the mirror. Take a look at what's going on, because nothing can trigger you. No, if it's healed. Okay, so we have to all heal those things to be able to change them and transform them and evolve. All right, and it starts with us. It doesn't, like nobody else. It all starts with us. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.